This Sherlock Holmes set has some of the coolest minifig designs I've ever seen, and a spectacular build, so let's look at how cool this set is. First is the minifigs themselves. Right off the bat, you'll see they're extremely posable. That's because they have 3 special points of articulation, which make them some of the coolest to date. The first is in the neck. If I pop off the head, you'll see there's actually a ball joint here, which allows the head to look up, down, sideways, and all over the place. This is super useful if there's a clue on the ground, or maybe on the ceiling. Next are the arms. If I pop one off, you'll see they connect to a ball joint on the torso, which allows the arms to point absolutely anywhere. I love this because you can make Sherlock Holmes look in the magnifying glass on his left, or point to something on his right. The hips also have posability. By popping off the legs, you'll see there's one tube in the middle with little clips on the sides to hold the torso in place. However, this still gives the body enough room to turn side to side. That way you can do a little dance. And when these all combine, you'll see him give some amazing minifigure poses. They also have tons of printing. Of course, they have it where normal minifigures have it. The head, torso, and legs. But all the figs also have boot printing, which just looks so good, as it makes them all look like they're wearing shoes. This really adds to the reality of the figures, and I think it makes them way more lifelike. Sherlock Holmes even has printing on the side of his arms. The continuing of that plaid throughout the entire fig really makes him work, and makes him my favorite fig in this set. Of course, every fig also has double-sided faces. This means they have 2 different emotions, which is super useful for stop motions and different scenes you could be working on. And because of how detailed they are, they're super emotional looking, making them way more fun than just a standard smile. Now let's look at the build. It comes with 3 different rooms that you attach in the very end. So let's start at the left, where we got the kitchen. As you can see, this thing is an absolute mess of different pots, pans, dishes, and experiments. I think this is perfect for the master detective, as it proves he's been working on a new case. In the kitchen area, I love all the different colored bottles and food boxes on the top, and the window looking out to the flowers is absolutely gorgeous. On the main table, my favorite detail is probably the legs, but I also love the microscope and the different experimental bottles. Then moving to the middle, we have the living room. You'll see in the center here is a beautiful golden red carpet, which is actually shiny chrome in real life. In the back, we got this awesome fireplace. It's got a delicate looking build with a metronome on its mantle, plus this little skeleton skull. To the left of that, we got a glass encased bookshelf, which I guess is where everything important goes. And on the right, we got yet another bookshelf. However, this one looks like everything's about to fall out. Under that, we got a cello and tons of newspapers. You'll see the floor in this room is littered with more letters, newspapers, and clues, including this map. Moving more towards the front are these 2 awesome chairs. They're some of the coolest brick built designs I've ever seen, and because of how posable the minifigures are, they just look amazing sitting in them. To the right of that, we got this shelf of mysterious liquids. I have no idea what those could be. And moving more to the left, we got this hat rack. The last thing in this room is this cool table with a telephone, a chessboard, and a little stand for some sheet music. And then we got the rightmost room. This is where Sherlock Holmes can do all his writing, including the making of his novel, which you can see hanging on the right wall. There's also a cute little lamp, this amazing looking table, and the desk itself, with a custom typewriter, a golden gun award, and this cool moose, who's wearing headphones. My favorite part about this room, though, is the awesome couch. Because of how long it is, the less minifigures use their awesome posability to make these super cool, relaxed poses. I'm jealous of this character. The build has even more details on the back, though, where you can see the flower pot in full length and this awesome stone balcony, with some moss growing up the side. Overall, this is one of the coolest sets I've ever seen. Not only is it an officially licensed Sherlock Holmes set, but all the details work together to make it one of the coolest display pieces I own. If you want this set or anything like it, Panacea has a massive catalog on Amazon.com. Just write Panacea into the search bar, and then use this code to get 10% off.